Hello. So a few weeks back, I was going through some trouble. I was being emotional, going through a really rough time, and my friend, she was really helpful, and I thank her so much for this. She was helpful. She was amazing. She made me feel a lot better about myself. Told me a very nice saying, and today I went through it all and I captured some bits out that took my attention the most, and I've changed a few bits in it because it's something that means a lot to me, and it makes me feel better about myself when I read it. So people that self-harm, people that have depression, people that go through a tough time, that need a lot of support and a lot of help from family, friends, anybody around you that you feel you can trust. Just think, every time that something goes wrong in your life, you have people supporting you, and I know I have wonderful people supporting me. I have a wonderful family, my mum, my brothers, my stepdad. I have wonderful, friends, my neighbours. Everybody in my life has a meaning to me, and it helps a lot to think about those that are supportive of you. I have so many people out there that I can trust, and when you're going through a tough time, you do think there's nobody in the world that actually cares about me, and I must admit I have felt that before. I've felt like nobody cares, everybody hates me, and they just want me to die. And you do feel that. So anybody that is going through a tough time right now and feels exactly the same, I know how you feel. I know what it's like to go through the thought of everybody wanting you to die, everybody hating you. I feel it too, and there are a lot of people out there that feel it. I know quite a few people that feel the same. We go through a tough time. It hurts, it does, and I can agree with you on that. Now, this is probably one of the most meaningful videos I will ever do, and this means a lot to me. So I'm going to read what my friend and me put together between us. It's probably going to be quite long, but it means a lot to me, and hopefully if you listen to this video or you read it, you see it on anything like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, just hopefully it helps, because I know what it's like to lose family, friends, to lose people, to hurt yourself, to take it all out on yourself, to go through the drama, to go through bullying. I know it's hell. It really is. It's hell. And I just want you guys to be as happy as you can be, and if you can be happy by reading something that me and my friend put together, then so be it. That's what I want. I want you guys to be as happy as possible, so I'm going to read it now. It says, sometimes you have to remind yourself that it will be okay. Maybe it won't be today, maybe not tomorrow, maybe not for another month or so, but one day it will be okay. You can look back, laugh, even smile, and remember how you overcame it 10 times stronger than you ever thought you would. Remind yourself that things in the world are changing. This includes things such as your lifestyle, the people you know, and the places that you live. I think you should also remind yourself that even when you don't think you can carry on, that you can, and that you think you couldn't carry on, and that you shouldn't carry on. You should. And when you think you should give up, you shouldn't give up. Sometimes you will feel lonely. Sometimes you will see the bad sides of everything and think the worst of everything. But hold on though, because who says tomorrow couldn't be the best day of your life? Who says you couldn't wake up tomorrow and if by magic everything will be okay? Everything will be perfect. Well, not perfect, because nothing can be perfect, but close enough to perfection. Bullies, what are they? Bullies are weak individuals who think the world revolves around them. But we all know, and even they know, that it doesn't. And they like to take it out on vulnerable people. I've been there, I've been bullied. But you know what? People bully others just because it's a direct reflection on how they view themselves. You have to pretend that society doesn't exist. Go into a world of your own, for example. These bullies will receive their karma, and yes, you may not feel like they will, but they will. Would you really put all those self-judgments on you? Would you really live your life with self-hate? Because I know that that's what you feel for a while. But trust me, after a while you think, why did I believe those bullies? You want to know why you believe those bullies? Because it's the world around you, influencing these thoughts on you. Practice self-love. Be your own best friend. And it's not wrong to be your own best friend. It's perfectly fine. Don't let people determine how you feel about yourself. I know life has been pretty tough on quite a lot of people. But to be honest, I think you're all strong. You are the strongest you can be, and that is good. Look how much you've overcome, even though you've felt every reason to give up. The universe is always changing. Just look how much it was different since you were a little person, a little girl, a little boy. Look how different it was. You were so happy, you didn't care. Now, everything that goes on in your life, you care. You get hurt by the tiniest things, and that is not your fault. Don't feel like everything you go through is your fault, because it's not. Look at how happy you were. Now look at how sad you are. That's how much it's changing. How you went from being so happy to being upset. Sad. There once was a girl who did project on crime and death. She had to lay in the middle of the road for a photograph. Lots and lots of people ran to see if she was okay. This does show that even though you think nobody cares, people do. People care. You just don't see it. Now let's talk about self-harm, and this is the worst part, so I'm sorry if this gets triggered or triggers you, or you know somebody that goes through self-harm and this upsets you, but this is the truth about self-harm. Somebody out there that you know could be self-harming, could be going through a tough time, could be hurting themselves, you know, and you don't know it, so be prepared. If you do find somebody that you know that self-harms, do support them as much as you can, because self-harmers and depressed people need all the support they can get. So be supportive of your friends, family, because anybody can do it. Okay, sorry if you do get triggered, or you know anybody that may get triggered. People think that self-harm is for attention. People think that it's a choice. Some even think it's a joke. But here's the thing. Self-harm is not attention. It's not a choice, and it's not a joke. Self-harm is something that people do because they hurt and they think they deserve it. But let me tell you something. You don't deserve it. Nobody deserves it. Not even I deserve it. But that's what we think. It's like a drug. Once you start, it's hard to stop. It's an addiction. It takes over your life. Don't tell somebody to stop, because they can't stop. It takes time, and a lot of time as well. Telling a self-harmer to stop is like telling a person to run in front of the bus. Will they do it? No, unless they're suicidal. There is plenty more than one way to self-harm. It's not just cutting. You can cut, you can burn, you can stab, shoot, I don't know, you can scratch yourself, you can even let, your pets scratch you and not care in the world will pass, because you like the hurt, you like the pain, you like the torture of your own flesh being hurt. There are so many more ways to self-harm, but I'm not going into detail. It's not just girls that self-harm. That is where everyone is wrong. People think, oh, it's just a girl's thing. It's not. Boys do it too. I know a few. For instance, people, celebrities, you think their life's perfect. You think that nothing goes wrong, that they're okay. It's not perfect. Yes, they may be happy because they're singing, they're dancing, they're a model, but they're not happy. Deep down inside, they probably go home every night. And those that hate on them, they may cry themselves to sleep, but you don't know, because all you see is the good things that they go through. I know one celebrity, and he is so strong, and I don't know how he has been as strong as he is, because I couldn't be that strong if I tried. And he sings in one of my favourite bands, and I think quite a few people from my Facebook, Twitter, YouTube that watch me, I think quite a few people will know who I'm on about. I'm not going to say his name in case he doesn't want to. He doesn't even know me, but he's strong, and I am so proud of him, and I couldn't be that strong if I tried. Guys do self-harm too. People just don't realise it. Anyone can self-harm. Your best friend, a family member. It happens all over the UK, the world, in fact. It happens everywhere you go. For self-harmers, just the smallest thing can make them upset. Think about it. I mean, really. Think about it. Put yourself in the position of a self-harmer. For an example, a cutter. You're walking down the school hall. Someone pushes you. Your first thought, cut. You get home, your mum and dad yells at you for not doing the dishes. Another thought, cut. That night, what do? After dealing with your stressful family, or a day where you had a fight with a friend, or it was just a normal day. A day, just normal. Nothing went wrong. You go to your room, turn your lights off. All but one light. One light that is so dim in the corner of your room that you can see what you are doing. Maybe you write in your diary. Maybe you close your diary after writing. You get up and go to your dresser, or the place that you keep that blade. You pull out the blade. Put some music on maybe. Maybe you have that special song. Your song. You hold that blade to your skin. Maybe you question, or maybe not. But at this point you know you need it. You slide the razor across your skin and watch as the blood oozes out. That beautiful red. After a couple of minutes of bleeding, you clean yourself up, put that blade back in your secret place, and slide under the covers. You fall asleep, sometimes with tears in your eyes, sometimes with no emotions at all. You're not mad or sad. You feel nothing. You just fall asleep. The next day you get up, take a shower, and it maybe hurts. In fact, it does hurt. It stings. Burns. The hot water against your fresh cuts. The pain then goes away. You get out, dry off, get dressed. Think about putting a short sleeve, top, and some shorts. But you decide against it. You slide on your long sleeve shirt and some jeans, maybe some tracky bottoms, I don't know. You grab your stuff and walk out the door and leave again for another day at school. You don't know what's coming your way, whether it's going to be the same as yesterday, whether you're going to have a good day. I don't know. You don't know. Nobody knows until you get there. You walk in the door of your school, put on your fake smile and say hi to all of your friends. Walk to your first class. The whole day you go around pretending to be happy. You go through the day knowing that no one knows the event that took place in your bedroom that night before. But all day the urge to wanting to cut again is back. Little things set you off and you can't wait to go home and repeat the same process. Now that is from me and a friend. We've been through depression. Well, a lot of people have been through it. People don't see. It goes around everywhere. So if you see someone that is upset, hurting, you see someone with cuts down their arms or their thighs, you see somebody that is, that is trying to hide everything that they have, please tell them that they are beautiful. Tell them that they are worth everything that they have ever wanted to be worth. Tell them that they don't deserve the pain and that they deserve anything but pain. Make them feel special, because that is what everybody is. Everybody is special. So please make somebody's day by telling them that they are worth it. You're all worth it to me, and you know, you're all perfect. You may not see how you're perfect, but you are perfect. I hope you realise this.